What's good, guys? What's good? I'm making this new video just because why not, for the love of the game. Just a second. I'm gonna have my gum. It really helps with staying in a caloric deficit if you want to be in a diet. Always have a gum instead of snacking on random garbage. None of the goy slop here. Okay, so I'm making this random video and it's gonna be about backtesting. Backtesting 101. I just want to help out as many people as I can with this video because there's so many people. Every time I meet one of you guys in real life, you either don't backtest, or you backtest very short amount of time, or you do those things, but the concepts you're backtesting are so vague, they're so discretionary that you don't even know how to track them properly. You don't know what metrics to track properly when backtesting. So that's why I'm gonna make this video as a walkthrough on how I personally backtest on the charts. If you can do the same thing on your charts, you're pretty much guaranteed to have similar strategies to mine, which are very mechanical and have a very high win rate. Win rate in the sense of win rate out of all the strategies, they have a higher success of being a profitable strategy, not a high win rate in terms of win rate. They won't have 90% win rate or some nonsensical stats like that. Okay, let me chew my gum real quick. It's hard to talk while the gum is in my mouth and I haven't chewed it yet. Okay, so as you can see on the screen right here, we have two things. We have a backtester tool, which is from my own software. This used to be, the exact tool used to exist previously for a different software, and they used to charge 4 times the price as my current software. And the reason I really wanted this is because I used to use the software that already existed, and they charged 4 times the price. I didn't care. I paid for it. I used it, and it was really useful. It made me over $500,000 in payouts using it to backtest my strategies. So now that their service, the old one I used to use, is absolutely crap. Their service is bad. Like if you go on their website, it's called Trader's Edge. I have nothing to hide. You can go on their website. It's crap. The UI is crap. The actual software is barely working. So what I did, I took this stuff, fully copied it, put it in my software because I don't care. Sue me. Who cares? Okay, and then we have a chart. I'll be using NASDAQ US 100 as the chart because from my experience, indices work the best when you're backtesting mechanical strategies, because indices, if you see, they move very, very clean. Look at this, clean move. You have a little bit of chop here, but it's clean moves, clean moves, clean, 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 clean. If you see here, clean move up. Why do I care about clean moves? Because we don't want to be in a choppy market. Choppy markets are really bad. No one wants to trade choppy markets. And that's why gold is really bad for mechanical strategies. So, okay, what I do is, on the tool here, I just set 100k as a base balance because I usually buy a 100k account and I'm just used to it. So, yeah, 100k. And from my experience, I've realized a risk to reward of 1 to 1 is the best point to start building a strategy. And then when you want to optimize and refine the strategy, you can experiment with a slightly higher win rate, risk to reward, or a slightly lower one. So I put 1 to 1, and then what do we have here? You can add fees per trade, but we don't need to do that. And that's pretty much all we need. And then we come down here, and now we start. So, okay, let me walk you through my mentality, my exact thought process on the chart. What am I looking for? As you can see, I've split the chart into days. That's midnight London time. You can see UTC +1. It's been split into days. What do I look for on each day during a backtesting session is a winning scenario. What is a winning scenario? On this specific 24-hour window, shorting up here and then having a 1-to-1 TP here with the stop loss up here is a winning scenario. Doing the same here is a winning scenario. Longing here, TPing 1-to-1 with a stop loss, that's a winning scenario. These are winning scenarios. So what do I need to do is keep two things in mind. Volatility. Just because you find a winning scenario in your backtest, it doesn't mean you're going to be able to find an actual concept around it, around the entry. So we need to look for volatile times. During this 24-hour window, what are volatile times for NASDAQ 100? Obviously, it's going to be around here. 2 p.m., 2:30 p.m. in New York open for London time zone, obviously. So I would draw a line there, 2:30 around here, 2:30 around here. Doesn't have to be exactly 2:30, just around the high volatility time, because high volatility time means if there's a certain pattern on that day, there's a high chance of that pattern being repeated on the past and in the future. Okay, so we split it somewhat like this. Now, what do we see? I clearly see here, well, I would have a good entry. Okay, let's just plot that. If you show, oh, what's that? Okay, if we short it right here, what's going on? What's actually going on? That was really glitched. Okay, if we short it right here, 1 to 1, that would hit TP. On this day right here, if we longed around New York time, we would have hit TP on our 1 to 1. That's a winning scenario. Here, if we did a similar thing, I would just pick the most winning scenario possible. I would say, okay, shorting here, stop loss above, 1 to 1 risk to reward. That's a winning trade right there as well. Okay, so we have our winning trades. Yeah, 1 to 1, 1 to 1. There we go. So we have plotted our winning scenarios. We have nothing to test right now. This is just building a random concept, a random mechanical strategy, so that we can go off it and we can actually use it to then go ahead and make payouts. And again, I'm not saying this because I'm just waffling like most people online. I'm actually saying it because I've made $500,000 doing the same exact thing for the past 3 years. And if you do the same thing, there's no way you can make the same kind of money. My hair looks crazy. Yeah, I took a shower and I just didn't even fix my hair because I didn't plan to make this video. I was just sitting here watching Netflix and I was like, okay, I can make a cool video teaching everyone how to backtest because so many people just don't know how to backtest properly. I was like, okay, let's make it. But yeah, besides the point. I need to stop waffling. Okay, so we have this, and now we have 3 trades. Ideally, I would do this for 7 to 10 trades, but for video's sake, I don't want to make the video hella long. This is enough. Okay, we need to find now an entry criteria for each one of these trades. For example, this trade right here. What's a good entry criteria? I just look at the chart. I'm doing this fresh right now with you guys, not pre-scripted. A good entry criteria. So I always like to trade breakouts. So I want to try to find a reason for a breakout to occur. If I can find my tool. Okay, what breakout would make us go in a long here? 2 o'clock candle. If we take the 2 o'clock candle and we take the last 3 candles, and then from the highest point of the range to the lowest point of the 2 o'clock candle, we make a range. There is something that we can work with. Okay, entry at the breakout. This would hit stop loss, but that's fine. We've built a concept. Let's see what that concept does on this day right here. 2 o'clock candle is there, so we're gonna move this one back. 2 o'clock candle, 1, 2, 3 candles before, highest point or lowest point if it's a short. Was that a short? That was a long as well. Okay, and then the lowest point of the 2 o'clock candle. And then if we shorted at the breakout of that range, stop loss, I would say for now let's do top of the range with 1 to 1 risk reward. Okay, that wins. Okay, let's quickly test it here as well on today's day. 2 o'clock, lowest point 1, 2, 3, highest point of the 2 o'clock candle. you would have got an entry here, but I would add a rule right now for our backtesting. This range seems too big. 120 pips on Nasdaq, way too big, invalidated. If we see what are the ranges like, okay, 50, okay, 50, decent, 70, okay, so we can add a rule. The range needs to be less than 90 now. That's the rule. This is all temporary stuff. Rule range less than 90 pips, and it's valid. Okay, let's apply the same full process here. 2 o'clock candle, 1, 2, 3, lowest point, highest point. I think this would be invalidated. The range is 200 pips, no trade. Let's go to the day before that. This day right here. 2 o'clock candle, 1, 2, 3, highest point between those three candles and the lowest point of the 2 o'clock candle. Okay, that's our range. Breakout of the range occurs here. We had a buy stop order and 1-to-1 reversal reward that hit TP. Confirm the range size. Okay, range size 106 pips, and this is a winning trade. Okay, I'm thinking 120 was a losing trade, 106. So it's best. How big was this? 200. Okay, best we take this as a loss. 120 is not too big. We have to gather more data before we can make a fixed rule on what seems to be working best. And guys, this is literally what I do for hours and hours a day. This is how I build these strategies. So if this sounds dumb, it sounds like I'm just waffling, time consuming, you can just unsubscribe and leave this video. Okay, 2 o'clock, let's see, 1, 2, 3, highest point between the range, lowest point of that candle, the 2 o'clock candle, 1, 2, 3, okay, so we have this range. How big is this range? 30 pips, doable, because we're going to have obviously a rule of the range being too small. We still cannot enter it. Too small of a range will be invalidated. Okay, what happened here? Did we hit TP in the same candle? Boom. Okay, I'll probably have to go on the lower time frame to confirm this trade right here. This is what backtesting looks like, guys. So keep that in mind, and you can do it yourself as well. Hopefully my mic doesn't die. Mic's battery's a bit low. Okay. 2 o'clock. It's a 2:15 candle. Wait a minute. We went down first. 2:15 was the next candle. So confused. 2 o'clock candle, 2:15. That's a loss. That's a losing trade. We're not using the software right now at all because we don't have a strategy right now. I'm just building the strategy right now. Building a strategy that I see has potential. 2 o'clock, 1, 2, 3. Okay, clearly these last three candles are not good enough of a range. Well, it works here, but I wouldn't count on it. From my experience, this does not seem to be as robust as I need it to be. So in that case, we will be definitely making some changes. 3 candles is not ideal. Let's see. Honestly, let's test a few more days before we start tracking, like a month of data, and making more serious decisions. Because it's not too bad, to be fair. I'm just used to way better results because I have 14 years of data on my own strategy, and it does really well. And that was literally made using the same method. 1, 2, 3. Well, same method of making a strategy, not like 3 candles and all that. Okay. Highest point would be here. Lowest point of the 2 o'clock candle. This would be a short trade right here. Stop loss right there. 50 pips. Doable. Seems like there was a news or some kind of thing there. we could have been wicked out on the other side. That's why I'm not liking the fact that the stop loss is so small. But let's see. Okay, what's this another day? 2 o'clock. Maybe 2 o'clock is not the time. The strategy could actually be good if we change the time. So that's something we'll probably test. 1, 2, 3. Or actually, that's something you guys should test, because I already have a proto strategy. So I don't really have to do this other than trying to help you guys out. Okay, entry happens right away. Okay, this is a winning trade, 1-to-1. Okay, let's collect some data. Alright, we'll do this for the whole month of August together, all month of July together, and see what kind of results we get. Don't expect this to be profitable, don't expect this to be super unprofitable. Go in there with an open mind and hope that you have found an edge. And if there is no edge, at least you learn what I do over and over and over again, 10 times, 20 times, 40 times, until I find an edge. And it's as simple as that. There's no need to overcomplicate things. If you want to use a fair value gap, you can do that. You want to use a mechanical concept from someone else's invention, do it. Doesn't matter. As long as you can quantify things and it's mechanical and you can basically think about it. If you tell a kid to trade that way, if they can do it, then yeah, do it. 2 o'clock. 1, 2, 3. Very large range, all good. We will just take every range for now. We won't add any extra rules. That's what I've decided. 1-to-1. First trade was a win. Second day, 2 o'clock. 1, 2, 3. Highest point, lowest point. Entry happens here. 1-to-1. Second day was a win as well. You can see here the trades are being tracked as well. You can see the overall percentage win rate, and using a fixed 1% risk per trade metric to keep everything nice and clean. This seems like a weird day. Maybe there was a, yeah, seems like we finished the day early. Did we? Seems like a weird day. Okay, never mind. We'll take this trade for data purposes. So 2 o'clock was here. 1, 2, 3. I guess this is the lowest point, this is the highest point. We enter a long trade right here. 1-to-1 risk to reward. And we get stopped out. That's a loss. Next day. Keep messing this shit up. 1-to-1, 1, 2, 3. Highest point, lowest point. At first glance this is a loss, but I'll just plot it for you guys. Here, entry, boom, stop loss hit. 1-to-1, yeah, that's a loss. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Highest point there, lowest point there. This one is a dub. We took a little double Rooney here. There we go. Next day, we're on 8th of July now. Hopefully this video is not too boring for you guys, but I'm sure you'll find it useful. I mean, you should find it useful. I see no reason not to. 3. Highest point, lowest point, range. Long happens right there. Stop loss on the other side of the range. 1-to-1. Saying the same stuff again and again. 1-to-1. Okay, that's the equity curve for the month so far. 2 o'clock. 1, 2, 3. That one right there. Right there. Lowest point. I'll count that as a dub. Have no idea what hit first, but count as a dub for now. Next day, 2 o'clock again. 1, 2, 3. Toss the range. Entry happens there. Stop loss right there. 1 to 1. Bear in mind, there's so much more testing you can do. You can change the risk reward slightly. You can add a buffer to the stop loss by 10 pips, by 5 pips, or base it on some other metric and just keep testing over and over again. It's all about testing and repeating the process over and over and over again until you actually get a decent result. And that will eventually happen as long as you don't give up and you keep doing this process over and over again. I don't want to, sometimes it gives me PTSD. I've done this process for thousands of hours and it's crazy. Such a long day. But it's worth it though. This is from the lowest point to the highest point there. Okay, let's see what happened here. Interesting one. Entry there. Do we get TP before? Yep. TP before stop loss. Another win right there. Nearly halfway into the month. Let's see what's going on. 2 o'clock. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Massive one. Oh, not too big maybe. Stop loss hit. I'll plot it real quick. Here we go. Stop loss hit. 1 to 1. That wouldn't have stop loss hit, so we add that as a loss. Next day. 1, 2, 3. Making a song out of this now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Entry here. I'm liking this strategy. I see a lot of potential, to be honest. Well, it's 1 month in, so too early to say anything, but there is potential. There's potential. I will tell you more about how to backtest long-term strategies after I'm done with July. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So the lowest points here, highest points there. At a glance, you know that's a loss, so we'll add it as a loss. One, two, 3. Okay, I see potential. Okay. Entry happens there. And we hit TP before hitting stop loss. Amazing. Equity curve is still fairly decent, not too bad. 1, 2, 3. This could be a loss. Oh. How big is that? 53 pips. Okay, not bad. I just don't want to have a trade with a 10 pip range, because that becomes unrealistic in real market conditions. You want to simulate real market conditions in your backtest. Like, I don't want to have trades where I'm bottom ticking the whole candle on a 15-minute time frame. That's bullshit. So don't do that, guys. No bullshit around here. But yeah, that's a win. 21st of July now. I am low-key surprised at how the results are so far. Just stroking my own ego, I guess. I am doing this for thousands of hours, for years, so I suppose I'm somewhat good at finding some kind of edge. But then watch you guys test this for 6 months and it just dies. But yeah, you should... why do I have this on my clipboard? My demo account. I was testing something in my demo account earlier. Yeah, okay, let's go back to it. 1, 2, 3, lowest point, highest point. I just love these trades. Like, look at this trade. Straight up TP in like less than half an hour. Amazing. Add that as a win. One, two, 3. Ooh. I outdone myself with this strategy already. Crazy. Old me would already start trading this live. But new me would want 15 years of backtested data, which I know is really difficult to do. Look how long it takes just to test 1 month. Imagine now doing this for 10 years of data. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna just talk you through, guys, what I would do if I was backtesting this for years and years of data. So as you can see, I see some potential right now in the strategy, right? This is where I would now be like, okay, I can make some refinements and then retest July, see if the results improve by any. If they don't, I would make more refinements, or always I can come back to this configuration, which does work for July. And then I would test it for all the data on Nasdaq 100, the 15-minute time frame on TradingView. It's not a lot of data. It's like 2 to 3 years maybe. You might have 4 years even on some different broker providers. So that's what I would do next. And then what I would do is I would go on FX replay. Once I run out of data on TradingView, FX replay is where I know I can get more data. I would pay for their 1 month subscription, so like $30, whatever it is, and I would backtest, collect all data using this backtest right here. This is good enough for now. I wouldn't want to place trades in the FX replay because that's long. That takes hours if you start placing trades or move manually the candles forward or with shortcuts. I would not do that. That is time consuming on a different level. I've done that before in the past and I'm fully against it. Once I'm done with that, the next step is, if I'm happy with the results, the data looks nice, the stats look nice, everything, the metrics, then I would hire a developer to use Python to code the strategy and test it on different data feeds. I would use something like Insight Sentry, very cheap, $20. You get access to over 10 years of data for Nasdaq or any symbol you want to test on. I would use that and I would actually collect data now manually. I mean, with code. So hard to multitask while I'm collecting this data and telling you guys this. But these results are nice right now. Damn, what the hell? We are already up 10% this month. This is crazy. I might have to test this strategy myself later. Or I'll just send it to my developer. Once you have enough money, enough payouts, you can skip the FX replay part. You can kind of just throw money at the developer. You can be like, yeah, bro, I have this strategy, code it, give me 10 years of data. If it's ass, whatever. If it's good, yeah, you can work on it. In my next video, maybe I'll show you guys how I actually use code, because I have heat maps for the different metrics, and these heat maps show me different things. Am I curve fitting? Is there something that I can change, improve maybe the risk reward without curve fitting? All these things with these heat maps are very important. And what you can also do is, this is a bit of a secret edge. Actually, I will review this in the next video. I don't want to give away the secret edge and everything in one video. You guys need to digest this information and actually try to use this first. We're nearly done with July, finally. This was one long video. These videos don't do well, I think. They're so long. And it's just me waffling, but who cares? Who cares? 2, 3. I love when you guys just tell me what you want to see a video on and I'll make it. Leave in the comments. If you watch this video this far into it, write in the comments code. The word code. Yeah, so just write. Bruh, I can't even type. Write code in the comments and tell me what you want my next video to be on, and I will consider making it on the topic you guys mention in the videos. Okay, this one, damn, 31 July, now we are in August. So okay, here's the results for July. 73% win rate at 1-to-1 risk reward. Red flag. That means once we stretch out the data over a year, that's going to come lower. The P&L will come lower as well. Absolutely normal. Fantastic point to start from. You don't want like a 40% win rate and stretch that lower over more data. That's good. This is good. This is good. All the trades are here. Profit factor, the edge score. This is like, you can ignore the edge score. Max drawdown of 2%. Okay, that is amazing. That means, yeah, we don't have massive drawdown troughs in the equity curve. 5 consecutive wins, 2 consecutive losses. That is amazing. That is amazing. I would actually test this after, so I'm gonna save it as YouTube strat vid. This was July 2026. So I'm just gonna give this to my dev and get him to test it and see if there's potential to improve it. There we go, strategy has been saved. The saving feature is quite good because what you can do is you come up here, you can reset, everything is gone, and then from your saved list, you can literally just open that, and it will just open. Yeah, ignore that. The actual software is not out yet. It's gonna be out in like a week or two. I'm not gonna push it, whatever. If you guys want to use it, you can go ahead and use it. Right now, you can't really use it, but you can do this manually for now. But once the software is out, you can just use this. It's gonna be fairly cheap. Yeah, but yeah guys, this is the video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next video. This was a random ass video. I just was on my chair, I was like, fuck it, I want to make a video, send it to you guys. So peace out guys, see you in the next video.